If you own ColecoVision, you already own a powerful state-of-the-art computer that gives you the arcade experience with the newest arcade games like Donkey Kong Jr., Looping, Pepper 2, Time Pilot, Mr. Do, Space Fury, Frontline, arcade controls like Turbo, the Roller Controller, and new Super Action Sports.
Is your mind dead set on digging into this?
The Morning Stream. I live, I love, I slay, and I am content.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett.
Howdy.
Hey, man.
Howdy and welcome to the middle of the week. It's hump day.
Yeah, it is.
Hump day.
Get to humping, y'all. Get up on there.
Wait till after the show, please.
Yeah.
So
My dog humped 2 pillows this morning in front of me.
Oh, really? Like had a little three-way with the couch, huh?
Yeah. She's got this thing with couch cushions. It really bugs me.
A little J.D. Vance in her?
A little bit, yeah. You know what? I hadn't thought of that before, but yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna name her JD. We're changing her name. She's already had.
There you go. Perfect.
She's already got a male's name. Why not? We can change it around. Yeah, she loves cushions, and I can always tell when she's had at one because one of the cushions will be off the couch on the rug or the floor with like a little hump indent on it.
Just discarded, like had her way with it and then said, goodbye.
Some of these instincts, man. I don't know. These dogs are effed.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. We got some stuff for you to get into and all that. I wanted to make it a little bit more official, something I said yesterday about a Tadpool Fantastic Four. I couldn't think of the movie. I couldn't get it out. Fantastic Four Tadpool watch-along meetup. Watch-along. We're going to go watch Fantastic Four.
Watch-along.
First steps, they call it, you know. Anyway, that's happening at the brand new theater over there at the Bees Stadium that they just built. I forget the name of the new area over there, but that's the whole point, is to make this easy for locals. Go to frogpants.com/fantastic. Super simple. And there's a whole thing there that will send you where you want to go. It's got times. It's got a link off to where you can get tickets. It's got a very nice little background image featuring the Fantastic Four.
The Ed Sullivan show style Fantastic Four photo.
Do you know if that guy's not canon, is he? He's not like in the comics, the dude that introduces him.
The dude, no, not that I know of. He might be based on a character from the comics, but
curious about that. They always like to sneak that shit in there, so maybe they
do. They totally do for the fans. Yeah.
But super easy to do. Kevin and Rose Kitty would like to let you know they're already in row G. So if you want to sit by Kevin, row G.
I noticed you're not sharing where your seats are. Is there a reason?
I just didn't think to. He gave me all these bits of data, so I put them all in here. We're actually, I can show you where we are. We are one of these. Kim's decided to splurge for my birthday. We're in one of these diner seat things. These are brand new.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know what they actually look like. I think they're kind of like what they look like. They're cordoned off.
Little box seats, yeah.
Yeah, and so our two are these two X's on the right. I don't know who's next to us. We won't see them because there's a wall there. But
man, that's the way to do it right there. That's a really good way too, right? You separate, you have a section of those in the theater.
Yep.
You don't have to do it to all the seats because sometimes it's like, well, we're coming with 5 people. We don't want to take 2.5 of those box seats, but for the couple just out on a little date, that's a great little way to do it.
Yeah, they're about double the normal ticket price, so it's a little expensive. Not terrible, but it's enough to, you're splurging when you do it. My worry was I didn't want to isolate ourselves, so I said to Kim, because she did this without me knowing what seat she did. So I said,
"Sure,
what seats did we get?" Kevin's up on row G, and she goes, "Oh, I got you the cool thing for your birthday, the new weird seats. We don't know anything about those yet, but we're going to do that. So that's for your birthday." And I went, "Yeah, but is it going to make it so we don't see? I guess we're all going to hang out before and after,
You're
so it's not
watch
a big deal."
Yeah. What do? Talk during the movie? No.
Good point. Good point, Brian.
So socialization happens before and after and not during, so it doesn't matter.
No, he's right. You know what? I feel better about it already. Brian's right. We did not isolate ourselves from the socialization of the Tadpole meetup. So
there you go. Very good. Excellent.
Because we're all going to shut down when that movie starts. Here's the other thing I hope. This is a theater chain known for just plugging the ads between the trailers constantly. Just wham, wham,
really?
wham.
So it's trailer and then an ad, trailer and then an ad.
Yeah,
that sort of thing?
sometimes it's like 2 ads and then a trailer and then 1 ad and then 2 trailers and then there's no rhyme or reason to it, but it takes forever and it's really just jointed to go, oh look, 28 years later, cool, that looks awesome. And the very next thing is, here at Peterson Brothers Heating, we think you should come on in and get an estimate. It's like, holy shit, dude, the disconnect here.
Oh no, yeah,
I don't like it. Anyway, and we don't have Marina Menounos to entertain us. We don't have we have some local bullshit instead that happens in these theaters. But anyway, it'll be fun. Looking forward to it. So once again, frogpants.com/fantastic. As you can see, the movie doesn't come out until the last vestiges of July, so it's not like you got to hustle, but
yeah, got plenty of time
up there and ready.
Yeah, we'll get some sort of weird combination of Corman Fantastic Four and the other 2 iterations we've had, and then the Korean version of Fantastic Four that nobody knew existed, and then the Mexican version of the Fantastic Four. And,
sure, India's probably got one. Indonesia's probably got one. Sure.
Yeah, we always see these weird Spider-Man things, and it's great
because they don't care about rights over there. They're just like, hey man, that looks cool. Let's put Superman and Spider-Man and have them dance together. Fantastic.
Exactly.
Hey, I shot a pee up my nose. Let me explain.
Okay.
We were shucking peas.
I mean, it feels like that explains the whole thing.
It
right
kind
there,
of does.
Scott. I feel like
you got half, at least 3/4 of the story already, or at least you got the end result. But Kim and I were shucking peas. We got peas that we bought at this local farm co-op thing, and they're super, super inexpensive to do it that way versus the store. And we love fresh peas.
Of course.
Kim loves making all kinds of pea dishes, and she likes split pea soup and all this sort of stuff. So we were out there just having a little bit of a couple moment of, it's quiet right now. Things are sort of chill. The dogs are all napping. It's a hot afternoon, but we're in the shade, and we got these buckets and peas to shuck. Meaning, these aren't the kind you eat the whole. They're not like
it's like the pod. You basically have to get them out of the pod, basically.
Exactly, out of the pod bay doors. So we take the pods and we're doing the thing, splitting them, and I'm kind of eating half of what I do because they're so good. They're freaking great.
Gotta love peas right out of the fresh peas right out of the pod. Absolutely.
Oh, so good. So we're doing that, and one of them was a little tough, a little hard to get into. And each one's got 4 to 5 little peas per pod. They're big. They're kind of long ones. And this one was just hard to get into for some reason. So I decided to squeeze it like I would toothpaste or something, kind of a.
Sure. Like kind of by one end kind of thing.
Yeah. A little end at the end there. I was going to pop it out and see if that would work. And it did. And it shot a pea directly north, because I'm looking at it like this, like a gun, like I was cleaning a gun like a dumbass. And it shot that pea so far up my nose, Brian, that I honestly thought maybe it was going to be a problem. Like I was going to end up having to get a sinus extraction or something, because it went that far up in here, like all the way up in my thing, because that's how much force there was.
Like you're going to have to go to urgent care for pee removal.
Yeah, they were going to have to take out a pee, and then I was going to have that embarrassing thing in my records, right?
Oh yeah.
Suddenly I'd care about HIPAA violations for the rest of my life, because I don't want anyone to know about my pee up my nose.
Suddenly you'd be a story on TMS after the pre-show stuff, after the top of show. You'd be one of the articles below.
Yeah, I'd find my own article. Man in Salt Lake City nearly kills himself with a pee. So anyway, this pee is up there, and I'm horking and hacking and wheezing, and Kim's laughing. She thinks that's very funny, and she's right, it is. But eventually, the way I got it out, good old-fashioned farmer blow. You take this knuckle, you plug up this hole, pew, shot that pee across the yard. It's somebody else's problem now.
Never been something I'm sure I could do it if I tried, but it's never been something that I've attempted to do, just because I don't want any collateral damage if there's if it's a little too explosive or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost a guarantee.
I don't have to change my shirt because I decided to throw fate to the wind and try doing a farmer blow.
Yeah. And nobody likes a guy who's over there horking stuff out of his nostrils, No. So I'm with you. No. I don't hold with it, as they say. However, in this particular case, while it's not quite like the Heimlich and I'm choking to death, it did seem appropriate to expel that as the only way I knew how, which is
that you did it. You used your powers for the right time.
Yeah.
Like that was the absolute right time to use that.
Yeah,
So,
and Kim thought it was hilarious. So well done. Anyways,
now people are going to be wanting you to do that to perform it, like at the Fantastic Four meetup. They're going to be asking you to fire peas. It's like I've seen these shows in Tijuana with ping pong balls. Can you do it with a pea?
Yeah, maybe they'll get me to do it with a popcorn kernel or something.
There you go.
Or like a red hot
jujube or a Skittle.
Oh,
all
man.
right, who wants a T-shirt?
Yeah, dude, what a terrible gift portion of the media of the evening for me to hork prizes from my nose. Anyway, see you guys in July. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, fun.
Dr. Tolbert, who probably has an opinion on peas up your nose as well.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it probably was only, I don't know, one sniff away. If I'd have breathed in when it went in, it probably could have aspirated on it, and then he would have.
I was going to say, like, having it get stuck in your sinuses would be bad, would be very bad. I mean, I don't know if eventually it would. You said it was a really hard one, so I don't know if it would eventually would have not decomposed, but whatever the equivalent is, where it would soften up and
sort of just absorb it or whatever.
Just absorb, yeah. But,
I have a feeling it would be bad because it's organic material, and then that would cause like bacterial issues and all that. I'll bet. I mean, it's not the kind of thing you wanted. It's like people that have to get like sex toys out of their butts when they go to the ER.
Right. Or things that aren't sex toys is the problem. Like, I accidentally sat on this light bulb. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Those excuses must be incredible. I would love, what? Do we have any ER doc? I know that. So Tolbert had to spend time in the ER for his residency. Did you? Yeah. I want to know some stories. Like, what kind of crap did you have to?
He's got stories.
What'd you have to pull out of people's butts? That's what I want to know.
Jeez.
What a nightmare. Yeah. It's not all skin, knees, and cute kids in there.
No, for sure.
As the pit has taught us. Anyway, Dr. Tolbert has a correction for us, and it's a good educational one. So let's hear him out and see what we got here.
Good morning, gents. Your friendly neighborhood family doc swinging by to answer the questions from 5 June about all things cricothyrotomy. As with most things in healthcare, terminology can be a bit of a hang-up, so there are a few terms that might lessen the confusion. The ending otomy, or O-T-O-M-Y, means to put a hole into something, but the ending ostomy, O-S-T-O-M-Y, often refers to a hole that's semi-permanent, rather than just a quick fix. The rest of the terms are more about the specific location that the hole is being put into. Our breathing tube, the trachea, is protected by a couple of rigid cartilages, primarily so it doesn't collapse when we breathe in, but also to shield us from outside pressures as well. The upper of those is called the thyroid cartilage because it's nearer the thyroid gland, and the lower and thinner one is called the cricoid, which just means ring-shaped. There's a space in between, which funnily enough is called the cricothyroid membrane, and it's a much thinner area that lends itself well to having holes poked into it during the blocked airway emergencies. There's also a much thinner area below the cricoid cartilage that can also be punctured easily to gain access to the lower part of the trachea. For a cricothyrotomy, we're in a hurry and we need to have a hole there that may not be permanent, so we put the tube in to help breathing directly into the cricothyroid membrane, often using a method called the Seldinger technique, which may be the S that Brian was trying to think of. For a thyrotomy, the tube is inserted below the cricoid, often because someone needs a more permanent opening, which we call a thyrostomy. Hope that clears things up. And remember, if you need anything else, just page me.
Oh man, that's a lot of info about making a hole in your neck. Yeah.
I do like that it's the trachea thyroid
cricoid?
I've already forgotten.
Was it cricoid?
Cricoid membrane. It's like Texarkana, right? Like it's right on the border, and it just takes the names of the two things on either side of it.
Yeah. I wonder if, like Texarkana, one side keeps it cleaner than the other side, because that's definitely true there.
Yes, exactly.
It's a weird city, man. Such a weird city.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Dr. Tolbert, as usual. Always with the hot info.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love learning about like the ostomy means kind of permanent versus otomy is just a temporary fix kind of thing.
So people say colostomy bag. That's ostomy permanent. It's a thing.
You're stuck with that up your colon. Your colon ostomy.
And when you're like cancer patients, it's temporary. It's a temporary port, but I think while it's there, you'd call it an ostomy, right? Because
it's funny, yeah, right. Because it's installed and it has to be surgically removed, as opposed to like nope, we need to get in there really quickly surgically and and put something in or get something out. Tina called it a port. It was just called a port when Tina had it. But I bet the technical name probably does end with a ostomy, because it's even though it's not permanent, you know you're going to be taking it out eventually. It's like you're putting it in there for several month durations. So,
but still, the terminology ostomy must only apply to when you're saying I'm going to make a hole, as opposed to I've already got let's say ear holes, nostrils, other entry points in the human body.
Right.
Those are permanent things that came with the kit, with the base model. You don't have to make those holes, so those aren't ostomies.
A third-party edition.
Yeah,
right.
Those are just you're born with it holes, right?
Right, exactly. Oh, Lois, I think Lois Haley has a. That's a whole video. I can't watch a whole video. Sorry. She sent
somebody doing an ostomy type deal.
Yeah, I think it's a TikTok, so it's somebody sitting in front of a bunch of graphics and then having other graphics on top of them in this sort of ADHD melange that TikTok is.
Oh, I hate those. I hate those videos.
It's transorbital intubation.
Oh, okay. So that's where
is that what the port is? Is a transorbital intubation?
Because whenever you hear intubate, it's like intubate him, and they go in with the throat.
Jeez.
Oh, do you regret seeing it? Yeah, it's not what you want. You don't want to see that. What is it?
I'm going to give it to you.
Now I have
give it to you, Scott.
Did she? I don't see it in the chat. Did she send it in Discord or something?
Directly to me.
Okay.
Oh, you're in for a treat. I'm not even going to put this. I don't want Nicole to see it, but.
All right, let's take a look.
A transorbital intubation. Have a look at that.
Oh. Okay. The orbital part. It wasn't clicking.
Yeah.
It wasn't clicking with me yet until you showed it to me. Oh yeah, right, that orbital, the orbital bone. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No wonder.
I guess that's one of those holes that came in the base model that you could put stuff into.
No wonder that has 39.4 thousand likes. Who likes it? That's awful.
We're not putting that on YouTube.
Yeah,
we're not showing you guys.
We're not showing you guys. Go seek it out if you want to have a bad
I don't
day.
even want to see it here anymore. I'm closing my relationship with Mrs. Taffy Guy and removing her from my friends, so I don't have to ever see that thing again.
Yeah, you're blocked. That's all it's going to
be. Sorry, Louis.
It's real nasty. Hey. Let's move on now to the Tadpooly Feud. And as you know, I didn't send him a thing yet. Dang it. I knew I was forgetting somebody.
Oh,
no, he's in here. No, he's not. You're there. Sorry. Oh, yeah, he is in here. Oh, my gosh. That's great. He is reliable and awesome. So we're going to play this.
What do we do with a contestant?
Oh, good question. We'll make it easy. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Brian Dunaway, what's going on, Mother Scratcher?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. Mother Scratcher, rude.
Fix that.
Mother Scratcher.
Yeah.
Happy Mother Scratcher Day. Oh, it's hump day.
It is hump day.
How are you doing? How's your recovery going from your fun on Monday?
Yeah.
Fantastic. No polyps, smooth sailing all the way through the colon area.
Very good.
How's your, so you got an ostomy now, permanent ostomy back there? Or are you good?
That hole was already there. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's great,
it was
man.
Permanent.
For real. And it's also a good time to remind people, don't be embarrassed by it or weirded out by it. If it's your time to go in and get checked, go get checked. There's no harm in it. Get some early detection if you got a problem, and that's wonderful because they can take care of it. Or you got nothing and you got 10 years to wait until you got to do it again.
Mm-hmm. And I just say one thing. They asked me in the pre-op if I cared whether it was a lady or a guy. I was like, I don't care. I'm hopefully going to be out for the process. I don't care who looks at my butt. I'm uncomfortable with it. Let's not do it. Let's just leave. But I said, I'm going to do it because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
So I did that. Yeah. Then I get there, sign the paperwork, already in my little gown, and they hand me a piece of paperwork that said, sign here. And I was like, okay, sign here. Wait.
Yeah.
This says Dr. Butt. Did you mean to? Are you trying to be funny right now, sir?
Yeah.
No, that's your doctor's name.
Yeah.
My doctor's name is Dr.
Really?
Butt.
Yeah, he's not kidding. It's really Butt. Yeah, and
it's appropriate.
And it's not even her married name. We don't know if she's married, but it's not her married name. It's her real name. She was born Dr. Butt.
I was gonna make a joke, and I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm sure this has been covered many times over for these nurses. And I was like, you know what? But I did want to know maiden name or married name.
Did you
because
marry
that's
into
a
the butt?
conscious choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Marry
Exactly.
into the butt.
Maiden name.
That's amazing.
Maiden name.
Really? Wow.
Am I being punked? Is what I wanted to know.
Well, yes, you are. What if that's true?
Yeah.
What if she is not really Dr. Butt? You've just been led to believe this because it's such a freaky coincidence.
Right.
You know?
Her real name was Dr. Jokey was her real name. Yeah.
Gotcha. Dr. Bad Joke. Here's the other nice thing about having that done by a lady. We talked about this yesterday. I would so much prefer a lady, and here's why. People are like, why, Scott? That sounds weird. Is it because women are caretakers traditionally? Maybe. No. Maybe some of that, but not really. Maybe my main reason, though. My main reason is my doctor started working on the hole before it was time. I don't think she would do that. I think she would go, all right, is he out? Okay, great. This guy was like, get him through. Start jamming the thing in my hooter before it was time. I hate that guy.
At a room, I did not.
Think
there
that
was,
would really be a gender-based decision there?
I have a higher.
doctor.
I mean, it's all a bet, right? But I'm betting she would have waited until I was out, and my guy did not.
I had nothing but ladies in my in the facility room, and they were super respectful. They never approached the backside. They stayed on the front side until I was safely out.
Yeah.
So much respect. They didn't pull up my gown or nothing like that. They just let me have some semblance.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see what you got going on down there anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Make a difference.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. All right. Hey, we're going to add a caller to the line, and this person is Grecken. Hello, Grecken. Can you hear us?
Grecken.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
Grecken.
I can hear you.
How are you? We can hear you great. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine.
You do? Wow, you're doing
Yeah.
having a hell of a day. Welcome to the program. You were the fourth caller. That means you are participating in today's Tadpooly Feud. Brian Ibbett right now will explain the rules and what you could win.
Darn right I will. It's time to play the Tadpooly Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers they gave us. It's their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Grecken, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian, and if your team wins, you'll get a prize package that includes XCOM Apocalypse and Spellweaver, courtesy of both Taffy Guy and Vro Baby.
Oh, Bro Baby, yes.
Weaver.
Yeah.
Not sure what that game is, but it sounds cool. Weaving spells.
It does sound, yeah. I would assume there'd be some weaving of spells involved.
That's the
Sure.
game.
That's
I do
great.
remember that game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. All right. Let's give it a shot.
There you go. So that could be yours if you are able to win today's contest. By the way, just a quick reminder: this question is the last one in the previous set of survey results. So it's now time to go and fill out the current survey. Make sure you go to tiny.cc/tadpoolsurvey.com. I think.
Wait.
I think it's tadpoolsurvey.com. Pretty sure it is.
And here's the URL. Good luck.
Is it that?
Hold on, I'm
Hold
trying
on.
it myself.
You wouldn't have a .ccna.com, would you? It'd be like a...
No, I would have done, Tad. Okay, that's it. tiny.cc/tadpoolsurvey.
there you go. Okay. So no .com. Take that. Everybody who
No
heard
.com.
.com, take that to the bank and put it in there for savings. All right. We'll use it later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
All right, let's get to the game. We got 10 answers on the board and a question. Put your hands on your buzzers and give me your best answer to this. We asked 453 tadpoolers, name a country in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, wait.
Scott,
Brazil.
show me Brazil. It's the number one answer, so no answers will beat it. You automatically get Grecken, and you automatically get control of the board. Well done.
It's fun stuff. What do you think, Grecken? You got a good answer to this?
Yeah, exactly, Grecken.
Well, mind going blank at the moment.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of... There's a lot of other South America stuff we could do. Like... I'll bet Peru. We got 10 slots. I'll bet Peru's on here. Let's try Peru.
Okay. All right. Show me Peru. It is on there. Yeah, number 7, giving you 8 points
I like that.
so far on the round. Very good.
Peru.
This is a good start for us.
Peru.
Peru. They make good coffee. Peruvian coffee.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, speaking of which, how about Grecken? You like Colombia? How's that sound to you?
We knew somebody from Colombia once.
Yeah, we did. We still know him. He still exists. Yeah. There's talk of a little bit of just a one-off reunion done away. We may do that.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings none.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
I just got to talk O into doing it.
I miss my O.
You miss your little
O.
Your little O.
Making my O face.
Yeah. All right, let's try Colombia.
Sure. Show me Colombia.
Oh my God!
Most of Colombia is actually above the equator. The equator passes through Colombia, but that didn't stop 4 tadpoolers from saying Colombia. It was number. Oh shoot! Sorry, I should have given you this. Hold on, taking that away.
The number 11.
It's number 11. Yeah. So
look at that.
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't matter if the answer is right or wrong. It matters what the tadpole says.
Yeah. That's actually so. The question southern. Yeah, it has to be down past the frickin' equator.
Is it not below?
Technically,
the equator?
no. It's
not all of
the
it.
equator. The equator passes through it, but I would say good 75% of Colombia is above the equator.
Yeah, if that's the case, it doesn't count. I think. Although you're right, Tadpooly.
I mean, it's a country in the southern hemisphere. Some of that country is in the southern
Just
hemisphere.
the tip.
So.
Sure.
Right, exactly.
Just the tip.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, we don't have to stay in South America. We could go.
By that same token, some of Brazil is above the equator, but only a small portion of Brazil.
Countries. Let's try.
Countries.
Let's try.
Countries.
Yeah, I keep wanting to. My brain keeps wanting to accidentally do a continent, which I don't want to do. But Australia is a country and a continent. I think.
Yeah.
Both.
That feels good, right? I think that's a good one.
It counts as both.
Yeah, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
Yep.
All right. Show me Australia.
Yeah, that was my
There
guess.
we go. Yep. And it is doing scoring, even though it says it's that Brian is playing. It's really points are still going to you, so it'll figure itself out here.
Okay.
Thanks, Wes.
Oh, I see.
See how it shows Guy is playing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm highlighted. Well, it's just because we did the number
It's
11
I had
thing.
to exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had to recant the strike, so
Right.
strike flipped it.
Plus, you are, you're a guy we like to highlight, Brian. Okay.
You are technically playing, so
Thanks,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Where were we?
You had just come up with Australia.
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking we lost
maybe-
on that one that we buzzed, but we didn't.
You didn't, right? Exactly.
Maybe a country next to it. New Zealand.
New Zealand. We could do that. I like that.
All my New Zealand friends, of which I have more than I thought for some reason.
Oh,
I
yeah?
love New Zealand.
Yeah. You do you? Did they love you though? Is the question.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Okay.
I don't know how they got on my particular time zone, but we hang out a good bit.
I believe you.
you
We
go.
do. All right. Well, let's see how that
All
goes then.
Cool. Show me New Zealand. Band meeting number 3,
Yep.
taking up to
Nice.
13
Beautiful.
points.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, I like that.
They should film movies there, I think.
I
It's
think
so
it's a good
pretty.
idea.
They should figure out a way to do movies there.
Yeah, maybe like fantasy epics and stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be really, really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that idea. Someone write that down. All right. Well, we're on a roll here, Grecken. Let's see.
Yes.
Boy, howdy. Am I? What do we got on the? Is South Africa on the tip of the thing there?
Just the tip.
I think it is.
I would say it's more like on a horn or something.
Well, it doesn't.
But I guess,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter because if it's below the equator, it's a
The
big
horn's higher.
horn.
Horn higher? Oh, good. Say it.
Higher
Say
the-
it, say
higher-
it loud. Say it proud.
Higher the horn. Higher the horn. Let's say South Africa. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
That's a good answer.
See what the
Good
chat
answer.
Show me South Africa.
Good
Yeah, number
answer.
6, taking up to 19.
Dadgum. Once again, getting my butt handed. I'm always getting beat with country trivia.
Paul St. Germain said, "Did you guys know they shot Lord of the Rings there?"
He's
No,
kidding.
did they?
Some guy broke his
What?
foot. Yeah,
He's-
did they-
He's
I'm
probably
pretty sure he's kidding.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
kidding like we are. I think.
Some guy broke his foot, I heard.
Yeah. All right. I mean, we could get crazy and do the most southern pole of the world, but that might be weird. The South Pole's weird, and it's not a country. And it's also we can't do continents. See, I keep wanting to go continents.
What did
Yeah.
you go incontinence? But what did the tadpole
But what
say?
the tadpole say?
Yeah.
What did the
Continents.
tadpole say?
Yeah.
You know what? No, shit. That's not low enough. But what's the one down there? Chile. Chilean.
Oh.
Chilean.
Sure.
Chile Town.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that before we went to Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
Let's try Chile.
All right. Show me Chile. Number 5. 24 points.
Chile. Oh, okay. I know what that
Child.
is
Yeah.
now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Child.
Yeah.
Let's see. That takes you up 24 points, and still potentially, still could go either way.
Yeah, we'll get one more. I think we lock it.
I think
Plus,
so.
if we run the board, doesn't matter, right? So
True.
I think it's
Right,
getting
of course.
pretty close.
Yep.
Depends on how much confidence we have in ourselves, I suppose. What's the one where the Madonna sings? Don't cry for me, something. Oh, Argentina.
Yeah, there you go.
Argentina. That's it.
All right. Show me Argentina. Number 4. There you go. That does lock it up. Yeah, you're
Left side of the board is full. So now I can say any crazy thing.
If you get a chance, Brian, yeah.
I know, right?
Still,
Jeez.
Sorry, Dunaway.
Jeez, man.
Grecken, what part of the world are you from, by the way? Are you in Finland?
Yes.
You have the same accent as Jan.
Jana?
Yeah, Jana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to correct the pronunciation of the name because it's hilarious.
I love it.
How you mispronounce it.
Is it what? So Grecken.
I like to.
Do you like what? Grecken or his name? Which one are we getting wrong?
Young.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, so I've been doing it. I thought I was doing it right, Yana.
No.
It's not?
Oh,
Jana's always making fun of you guys.
Jana is actually a girl name.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
the dry comedy delivery of the Finnish, I will never get sick of it.
I know.
I love
It's
it.
fantastic.
I love it. I need to go to Finland. All right. I don't know what else is down there. I'm all out of answers here. What would do you think that, since we're in kind of a safe zone here, Grecken, do you think if we said Antarctica, would that be stupid, or do you think maybe the tadpole's being funny and they would do it?
Tadpole is always funny, so
I know they're hilarious. There are a bunch of hilarious folks over there on the Tadpole.
All right, let's go with it. Antarctica, even though
All
it's
right.
continent. Let's do it.
All right. Show me Antarctica. There we go. There's the real strike one. Yep. All right. Yeah, not even like one or two jokey Antarcticas made it into the list. So yeah.
Lamos.
All right, Brian, you've got 3 potential answers. There are the 3 highest scoring answers. You get all 3, it still won't add up to 28, but that's all right.
Plus, you guys have taken all the good ones.
Well, I mean, you're going to poo-poo on these other countries we can't think of?
Right. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right.
We picked the low-hanging fruit. We have left you with
that was the words I was trying to use.
There you go.
So one that I'm never sure about, because I always think it's a funny thing, because you got the equator and then you got Ecuador. And I'm like, nah, they just little. I think that one is in the southern hemisphere.
Okay.
I think that's how I memorized it when I was taking these tests in school.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Show me Ecuador. I mean, Ecuador is named Ecuador because it sits on the equator. It is
Okay.
Most of it. It's similar to Brazil, how most of it is below the equator, but the equator passes through it. So, Ecuador. 2 people said Ecuador is number 15 in the list.
2 people.
So 2 folks.
2 people. Okay. Well, gosh dang it. We got more Africa we could mine, but I don't know.
You really only know Southern Africa, though, right?
So, I know a couple of them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I remember the movie Congo? I think.
Oh, yeah. I remember the movie Congo?
I guess technically it's the Democratic Republic of Congo.
What's that permanent port thing? I've got a permanent port of Congo in my.
Yeah, you got an ostomy.
Congoectomy.
You have a Congo-ostomy. Congo-ostomy. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's give the Democratic Republic of Congo a shot here.
Sure. DRC. Show me Democratic Republic of Congo.
Damn it.
Nope. And let's see. Nobody said it.
Fantastic. That's good news. Great news, everyone. All right, Brian, what do you got?
All right. I don't know, and I apologize to the other hemisphere of the world.
Sure.
Apologies. Wow. These are. I don't know. What else is going to be below?
Yeah.
Where's Madagascar? That's kind of
Off the coast of Africa. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of low, though, right?
If that cartoon is to be believed, anyway.
That's right.
Oh, is that not accurate?
I'm just kidding.
Because that's all I know about Madagascar.
I'm just kidding. Say that one.
Say it.
I'm going to say Madagascar. Give me some Madagascar.
All right. Show me Madagascar. Yeah, it's number 9. 8 points for Brian.
Well done.
Very good.
Yeah.
Finally, on the board. Whew.
It is an island, right? I'm not making that
up.
up. It's off the coast, not in.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an island
that's
off
right.
the just south of the Horn.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right,
Off the
Brian,
Horn.
you're on a roll, sort of. You're not going to win, but
Yeah, I'm on a roll. I got one. I got one. Holy Moses. I'm going to go with the southern country. You said Antarctica. All right. So what's the name of that country that they just tariffed this, like, just penguins? What the crap was the name of that place?
Oh.
I think that's the southern hemisphere, right?
Yeah. What was that
It's
called?
technically a country. I'm going to go with Penguistan.
some kind of. It's some kind of.
Penguistan,
It is an
yeah.
island, but I don't remember the name of that thing.
It's
Penguistan.
Let's see, where is it?
It's like Brother Island or something like that.
Heard and McDonald Island.
McDonald. That's it.
Oh,
McDonald
that's
Island,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that one. Those.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'll give you both. I'll give you both of them. Show me either of those. Yeah.
Damn.
Nope. Didn't even make it into the list.
Hilarious. They are in the southern hemisphere, though, right? I did see that properly, right?
That I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
I don't
that.
know.
So, Gretchen, I got an idea, but I don't know if I don't know. Nobody said Indonesia yet. That's like crammed between what the mainland Asia and Australia in there. Not crammed, but it exists there. What do you think of that? Philippines a little too high, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's go Indonesia because this is as close as. Wait, Indonesia's that's a country, not a. Yeah, Indonesia.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You good? You
Show
good with that?
me. Show me Indonesia.
That's a weird response. Shit.
I was looking to see how low on the list it was. Indonesia. Surprisingly, nobody said it, but it would totally work. Indonesia is mostly, again, it's a mostly kind of situation. Indonesia is mostly below the equator.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I mean,
I always think that's lower than it is. I don't know why I think that, but
part of the equator goes through like your major cities of Indonesia, Makassar, Kendari, Palu are all below the equator. There's a couple cities above and a couple archipelagos that go up that way.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. That's cool. All right. Where are we at then? That means your Dunaway turn.
Dunaway turn.
Yep.
It's the butthole of the world. It's the Colonesia.
Colonesia. Let's get it in there.
I mean, everything else. I know for a fact everything else is going through my head is like northern hemisphere, and I can't think of anything else that is in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Colon.
What's that one where Darwin went? The Galapagos
Islands.
That seems like a weird place.
Yeah.
Is that a country?
Nope.
Did they finally form a country? I'm gonna go with the Galapagos Islands.
Sure.
Do
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Show me Galapagos Islands. Where is it?
Oh my
right
God,
here?
I thought it was gonna flip.
It's not. Nope, it's not. Nope.
Big shot.
I was trying to look and see who Galapagos Islands belongs to. Is it Peru? I think Graham Ellis was saying.
Yeah, I was trying to think
Galapagos.
of countries known for weird animals because they're usually they're weird because they're like on the other side from everybody else.
Yeah, I just brought up a map and I don't even know where to look for that. Is it down there in South America? Is that where we're
It's
looking?
down by South America. I thought it was in the on the eastern side.
It's
of
still
the
pretty.
coast there,
It's
but-
still
This is
pretty
helping.
wild. It's pretty
Why didn't you
wild.
pull this up earlier? I could have used
Well,
this.
that's the idea. We don't want to cheat, see. But this, like Falkland Islands, UK owns it still. There's a bunch of stuff on the other over here that is like, whoops, not there. French. This is some kind of Australian island, Herd Island. You got this one that's French.
Oh.
You can't
Yeah, so it's if you go to Ecuador, they're on the left side, on the west side of South America. You go a little bit west of that. The islands are off the coast of Ecuador. They're also on the equator.
Boy, you sure were right about how much Colombia is above that. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Oh wow, that is like, wow. Oh, it's practically here.
Yeah, he was almost here. This is like just a drive across town. We could have
he could swim across to Florida there.
Oh yeah.
Let's look at some of these other answers that didn't get selected. Number 8, Fiji, off east of Australia and kind of that the Pacific Rim there, fully south of the equator. Number 10, somebody needs to consult a map. Mexico. Nope, Mexico is
Mexico. Dang it, why did I think of that?
Very much above the equator, Mexico.
Dang
Why
it.
didn't I think of that?
That should have been our baseline tadpole answer check.
Yeah.
Kind of was. Going through some of the other ones, number 12 is Skull Island. Gotta love the tadpole for that. 13, Uruguay. 14, Bolivia. I think Bolivia might... Oh, I can't remember. Bolivia might be...
Nope, it's below.
Is that in central? It is below. Okay.
Yeah, more central, though. You're right. Central South America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lesotho, Mauritius, Paraguay. Somebody just said Africa.
Sweet.
Belize, Bermuda, Botswana, Botswana, Buenos Aires, that's a city. Canada, come on now. Chad, Curacao, El Salvador, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Japan, nope. Johannesburg City, Kiribati, Namibia, Papua New Guinea, Patagonia, Ringstead, Salt Lake City, South America, Wakanda, Zimbabwe, and what is a hemisphere?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Were these all...
So
how was
no
everyone...
flat earthers or people arguing about there is no north and south in space.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Right.
I worry about everybody's SAT scores a little bit. Just a little bit.
I do too. I think it's worth worrying about, but there's quite a few folks who think that Texas is on the border, on the equator, and everything south of that must be.
Feels like it. It's hot.
Well, like the old saying goes, the Finnish always finish, and what happened again today? We got a winner. Brian, what did he win once again?
Yeah, so you won copies of XCOM Apocalypse from Taffy Guy and Spellweaver from Vrobaby. What I need you to do is...
Whoops, sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. No, send me a message on Discord at Coverville, obviously, and I will get you these prizes, get you these links.
Excellent. Good job, man.
Right.
Did you enjoy your time here with us in the middle hemisphere?
Yeah.
Hemisphere. Oh God.
Well, that's good news.
And you're always welcome to Finland. So
Let's go.
You know what? Let's go. Hop in the
Let's
car.
go.
Get in, losers. We're going to see Kraken. That's how I say it.
Helsinki or bust.
That's right. Stay out of trouble. We'll see you again. All right, Dunaway, listen. Here's the question.
No, you listen.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
No, you listen, buddy.
We just had a great episode of Play Retro yesterday. If you guys if you guys like Mech Warrior, like the old school Mech Warrior 1 or 2 Mercenaries in particular, I'm telling you, that's a great episode to listen to because mechs walking around shooting shit at each other. Can you imagine a better time than that, Brian? You can't.
I can't imagine. Can't imagine.
That episode was packed full of great stuff too. Talking about mechs and did we talk about TV POW? No, that was pre-show, but we talked about the new Ambernick device, and it was just so much fun yesterday. So much retro talk.
And I know you, you don't really for that one. I don't know if you did go into VR or anything, but mech games are kind of the best use for VR because of the way movement is. To where you shouldn't steer by turning your head and things. You should just be able to look around and you steer the way you steer. Yeah,
it's like a good racing game. The car acts like this. You need a frame that you're in for reference, so then when you're turning, your world is rooted in the frame, so you don't get that feeling of I'm moving in a way I shouldn't or whatever. You feel protected. You're right. That's a really cool way to do it. Check it out, you guys. If you like that Mech Warrior stuff, if you're into the Battletech universe, we had a great time. frogpants.com/playretro. Brian Dunaway, is there anything else you'd like to say about your colon or anything else? Whatever you got.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that you're very special to me, and I thought about that when I was going to sleep, thinking maybe I'll never wake up again. No,
no, you didn't. But you knew like 4 lovely ladies were going to carefully caress you back to life. That's
it's good. Go get it done. Go get it done. It's scary, but get it done.
Yeah, get your bum poked. We'll see you next time. All right, there he goes. Hey, Brian, we're going to take a break. When we come back from this break, oh no, we're not. We're going to do a little news. We have some time.
We got time. We have time for a little news.
Yeah, we got time for some news, guys. So check this out. Here we go. It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by
the assumption that Core might be huge this week. Really? Scott, what's on tap tomorrow?
all kinds of stuff. So last week you had Game Fest, and that's basically the replacement for E3. It's weird, though, because it's Sony does their own thing, Microsoft does their own thing, Nintendo just launched a console, and everything else in between had their own kind of shows, PC Gamer Show, the Wholesome Game Show, all this different stuff. And there is a ton to disseminate and talk about. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. It's going to be a beast. So tune in and find out what mattered most last week on Core at frogpants.com/core. Let's get to this story here. Out of nowhere is the phrase they're using. The FAA investigating after a 6-foot ice chunk falls from the sky in the Palm Coast. Oh, no.
Jeez. I mean, it has to be out of a plane. They say out of nowhere, like, there's another place a 6-foot chunk of ice could come from.
Yeah, I don't know why they use that terminology. The Palm Coast Fire Department and the Flagler,
yeah.
That's a word just asking to be said
Flagler
wrong.
County. Kind of is.
It wants to embarrass somebody. I just know that's why it exists. But anyway,
yeah.
That county sheriff's office responded to the home of Seattle Trail. Was that a person?
Yeah.
Oh, on. Sorry, I thought it said of.
The home on Seattle Trail, yeah.
I thought it was of, and I'm like, who the hell named their kid Seattle? I hate that. Anyway, this will be about 3 p.m. on Monday, according to the Palm Coast Fire Chief Kyle Berryhill. That's where that's my favorite.
Kyle Berryhill.
The block of ice was more than 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, and in some places of that thing, that's how big it was. He told the Channel 9 a witness watched the ice seemingly fall from the sky before it crashed through the metal roof of a home and landed in the street. Oh, man.
Jeez.
A chunk of that ice is the size of a person, could cause tremendous tremendous injury and be fatal, says Berryhill. Well, yeah, duh.
Yeah. Durr.
This is either one of those toilet ones where they.
That's what I think, or something froze. I mean, the fact that it was in Florida makes me.
Yeah. Hot.
It's not like there's like they need to de-ice a plane in June in Florida, but a comet, something like that, might burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah, would it still be icy and stuff? I don't know enough about how that stuff works, but that's crazy. Like just waking up or finding out at 3 p.m. that a giant thing of ice dented your metal roof. I guess you're lucky you had a metal roof. Those can,
Yeah. Well, it went through the metal roof and into the street, didn't it?
It says here, a chunk of ice the size of a person could cause.
Before it crashed through the metal roof of a home and landed in the street.
Oh, so wait, how did it go through the roof and then in the street? That's weird.
Maybe like a, I don't know, like a patio or something, and it just went through the unoccupied part. I don't know.
Someone needs a Ring camera. I want to see this.
Is there a photo? Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a photo? There's gotta be.
There might be. Let's take a look here. I think we see the hole. Oh, there's the hole. Oh, I see. It hit that and then a bunch slid off. Probably the rest of it or something.
There we go. Maybe. Yeah.
There you go, chat. Yeah. So it looks like it hit there and then probably went and a big chunk went in the street.
Yeah. The next photo is a better shot of the hole.
Oh my gosh, dude. I would shit myself.
and it is fortunately not yellow ice. That's good.
Yeah,
that is
good. Yeah, the blue stuff is a little concerning, but that usually means it's clean, and not used yet. Those when they eject those are just treated ice, but treated toilet water. Anyway, they're okay though. Everything's fine, except that roof hole, which sucks because that's a nice roof. I like a good metal roof. Big fan.
I know. Yeah.
I would do a
Cats
tin roof.
are not fond of it, but
no, they don't. Famously not into it.
Famously not a fan.
But I do like a good tin roof. If I could do one here at the house, I would.
As long as it's not rusted.
Well, that's true. You don't want that. But the way that it sounds when rain hits it, it's so great. Kim had this down where she used to live in Mississippi, and it was awesome. Loved it. And you don't have to change it every 15 years or whatever we have to do with the stupid ones we do. With the tar and the whatnot. I hate those things.
Yes, I know. Putting on shingles, it's such a pain in the butt. I mean, roofing, it feels like if they can, I don't want to see anybody lose their jobs, but it feels like AI needs to work on roofing.
Yeah.
Like they need to come up with AI roofing.
Yeah, get on that.
Robots. roofing robots.
Speaking of which, we're going to let no robots are going to do anything here. We're just going to play a song.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Brian, what do we got? Why are we playing it? And what will happen after? I can tell you. Tom Merritt will be here, and Recommendals are happening. It's going to be great, you guys. But Brian has to talk about this song first.
We got to do a song first. The indie in the middle today comes from Jamie Penner from Vancouver Island, BC, well north of the equator, folks. Self-described sound architect. He's spent years crafting music that blends intuition with experimentation, layered emotional tracks in his own studio with guitars, synths, and ambient textures collide. This is an album called Something a Little Different. Just came out from Jamie Penner. The song you're about to hear is Spaceship Superstar. Here's another one that feels like, man, this is just straight out of the 80s, and I am here for every little bit of it. Here's Jamie Penner and Spaceship Superstar.
Honey, you're terrific. You even make hot dogs taste great.
Well, I had a little help.
I'll speak to the chef about the chicken.
Hold on, that was quiet. Fix that.
That was really quiet.
There we go. And we're back. Hey, who's that one more time?
Sure, that's Jamie Penner and Spaceship Superstar from the brand new album, Something a Little Different.
Excellent.
It is. It really is something a little different.
Truly, without any question, something a little different.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to bring Tom Merritt into this mess and see how this goes.
Isn't technology wonderful?
It sure can be when you want it to be. Tom Merritt, Ace Detect, he is here. Tom, how's it going? What's going on, man?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm okay. Oops, I hung up on you. Hold on. I'm going to send you video. Let's do that again. Sorry. How did I... so next time I'll have this figured out, but this time I have to do it weird. Let me try that again. Why didn't that work?
Yeah, now I hear you twice, too.
Yeah, I should mute that and deafen that. Now you shouldn't hear me at all.
Yeah, now. That's much better.
There you
Thank
go. So now, hey, send me your video in Discord. And then I can show people your beautiful visage.
Let me find it. There we go.
There it is.
Hi.
See, we worked it out in the end. It all worked out.
Hey, technology. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.
See you next week. Hey, it's good to have you here, man. What's going on in your world? Anything fun happening tech-wise or otherwise?
I mean, in this house, it's been consistently watching the 4 members of BTS get out of the military.
I know. That's such good news. Yeah.
Yeah. There's 7 members of the group. 2 of them had already gotten out. 4 of them got out over the last 2 days, so there's just 1 more to go.
I love how it sounds like getting out is like like they clandestine got out, but you're not saying
right,
that.
like snuck out, like went AWOL or something.
Yeah,
mandatory.
Don't tell the military.
Yeah, don't let them know.
Mandatory service out there. So your
18
pop
months.
idols still have to do it.
Sure.
Yeah, and they're all telling stories about being in the barracks and going through basic training and being on guard duty and all of that kind of stuff.
Sure.
I'm sure they do get treated differently, but it doesn't sound like the setup is any different. That they don't
get
serve in the same conditions anyway. As
Sure.
Right, exactly.
Do they go right back
it's
to?
really cool.
Do they go right back to music, or how does that work for them?
Yeah, well, the first 2 that got out, Jin, when he got out, he was the first one to get back out, did a concert the next day, just went right into it. And yeah, they're talking about making an album for the whole group now. So, so yeah, looks like right back to music.
I'm sure the label or the company is like, yes, we want you guys on stage as quickly as possible.
The finance officer really would like them on stage.
Yes.
Well, I imagine that it's just like now it's super potential untapped money because the story is they're back and you can really capitalize on that. So they're going to do just fine, I think.
They all did solo efforts over the past couple of years, and some of them even pre-recorded stuff that was put out while they were serving. So it's not like there was nothing going on, but yeah, there hasn't been any group activity for them, so it's a big deal.
So let me ask you, I don't know if any of us know the answer to this, but if North Korea suddenly tomorrow says, Kim Jong-un goes, all right, it's time, I'm launching missiles, we're going at it, we're going to have fun.
That guy, who knows? Right?
Do they call up BTS along with everybody else and they're on, they just go for it?
Everybody who has gone through their military service is technically a reserve I don't know for how long in their life, but
Right.
for quite a while. And I think there's even something where you have to go back and do like training refreshers that are, like on a weekend, every once in a while. But yeah, if they were to go to war, everybody get called back in.
Wow.
Could get called.
Sure. I suppose this is true of anywhere, depending on the severity of things. It just sounds like they're a little more prepared.
It's a little more tense. Although they just had an election and the new president of South Korea has started to ratchet the tensions down. One of the things that was in the BBC News this morning was they stopped blaring K-pop over the border at North Korea, which was a thing that the previous administration had done to annoy North Korean soldiers.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder how. I'm trying to gauge how annoying it might have been. Like, because it's a very popular genre everywhere else. Are they just like?
Yeah, I think the idea was a little bit like loud music, that you couldn't turn off, but also a little bit of propaganda, like, look how good our music is over here.
That's interesting. Well, good news on that front for everybody BTS related. How about technology, though? What's going on with that?
There's good news for Nintendo fans.
Oh.
Well, there's good news for Nintendo. It may be less good news for the fans because it's really hard to get a Switch 2. But the Switch 2 sold 3.5 million units in its first 4 days. That's more than the original Switch took in a month. The original Switch sold 2.74 million in a month. So if you're wondering why you can't get a Switch 2, it's because they can't make them fast enough.
Yeah. I finally just got the thing from Nintendo saying, hey, your name just come up in the queue. It's now your time to buy a Switch. And like, cool, keep on moving. Go to number.
Keep moving to the next guy.
Go to the next guy.
You know what's weird is it was a weird combination of things because the pre-order thing was a big deal and they sold a ton in pre-order. So there's a lot of people like pins and needles. Did mine get here? Did it get canceled? Because there were a few places doing that.
Yeah.
But you could also, in some cases, just walk into a Target and they had like 50 of them. It's been all mostly non-bundles though, right? Because the bundles was the better deal. You ended up getting an $80 game for around 50 if you got the bundle. And so those sold very quickly, and what was left mostly were the non-bundled ones. I don't think that's true now. I think they're pretty much cleared out wherever you go retail. But there was some time that day where people could just walk in, grab it, and get the F out. So.
No, I heard a lot of stories like that, and it appears to be because most of the outlets here in the U.S. Did not allow online orders for those Switches. So if you would go to Best Buy or Target or any of their apps, it would just say in-store only.
Right.
You can't reserve it. You can't buy it for delivery. You can't do anything. You got to show up at the store if you want it. And a lot of people didn't realize that. And so at the first day or so, you could walk in and be like, oh, there's still some sitting here. But like you say, I think those are long gone now.
Yeah, people are really stoked about Walmart's handling of things because Walmart gave everybody a canister of Pringles and a Coke bottle with every order of the Switch. So they're just assuming you're going to sit on your butt and need snacks,
All that and a can of chips.
That's right.
Do they give it to you? They should give that to you while you're waiting in line to buy the Switch.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, that's what I thought you were going to say at first. Yeah.
Yeah, like people who spent the night out there to pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're hungry by the time you pick up your Switch, so it still
there
helps.
You go. Exactly.
We also, as with any, I'm always trying to push the idea onto people that you whenever you launch something at scale like this, you're going to find bugs that you couldn't find. Yep. And there's always going to be that story of like, this new product is broken. Why didn't they fix it? And the reason they didn't fix it is they didn't know it was a problem. Every single product that is this popular is going to have one of those product problems, and we have one from Nintendo. The battery indicator is incorrect for some people. Yeah. So if you think your Nintendo Switch is running out of battery fast, you might want to reset the battery indicator because that is working for a lot of folks. Some people noticed that it would get down to 0% and they were still playing for a while, and they're like, well, that obviously is not right. But yeah, if you go into recovery mode, Eurogamer has a good article about this, but you can probably find instructions about how to do it all over the place. It involves holding down buttons while you're rebooting. Then you can go to the battery setting and reset the battery level meter. When you do that and reboot, it should reset the battery level indicator. You want to have the switch to charged all the way and plugged in when you do this. And they say in some cases you might have to do it a couple of times to make it stick, but most people are saying they've tried it and it worked.
The thing I'm hearing is there was a relatively late entry into features. Right before launch, they added a battery saving mode, so you could only charge to like 90 or whatever, which is a very welcome thing to do. You know, it's nice to have it.
Good for your longevity.
Exactly.
Right?
But I think that introduced the potential for a bunch of bugs they hadn't foreseen, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. And they may end up, like right now, there's this workaround Tom's talking about, but there may end up being just a straight update that'll take care of the whole thing soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, the most gnarly story I heard was the GameStop stuff, where employees, the employees were stapling the box, and this is a Nintendo problem more than GameStop, but the screen is literally pressed up against that thin layer of cardboard.
Oh no!
Yeah. So they were stapling receipts to the box, so they knew which boxes went with which purchasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they stuck to screens, Brian, like literally pierced the screens on those things.
Like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't pierce them, the scratches that you would never be able to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, people are pissed. But
apparently they're making it good, though. Like, Nintendo resupplied those GameStops so that they could replace them.
Yeah, they were very good about it. But, yeah.
It is. But you're right. That is a Nintendo problem. It shouldn't be, like, a staple shouldn't be long enough to actually get to your product if it's packaged.
I mean, just imagine anything else bumping that box during shipping or anything.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
A UPS driver's shoe could shatter a
steel-toed shoe, pointed shoe.
Yeah. I don't want Brown to do that for me, if you know what I mean.
No, that's not what you want Brown to do.
Never.
No, because it'll make me never mind.
No, it's no good. You don't want to brown out. Anyway, hey Tom, later today on the Daily Tech News Show,
on that brown
note, I'm going to come on there and talk a little bit about a whole other handheld announced by Microsoft and Asus together, the Ally X, and why or why not it might be a big deal come this fall. So
you just did it. Roger did it the other day. You just don't say the ROG because whenever you do, somebody gets mad at you for not saying it the other way.
Republic of Gamers, yeah.
Every time I say ROG, someone writes in and was like, I say it ROG. Every time I say ROG, someone writes in and says, I say it ROG.
Yeah.
So just don't say it.
Just
I think that's
like
easier.
we get yelled at for saying non-bread. We get yelled at if we just say non.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've just been through this with the non-bread thing. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm a big fan of just leave it off if it's controversial. But anyway, we're going to talk about it because there's some stuff nobody else is talking about, I think, anyway. And I'm going to try to bring that perspective to DTNS Live today. So watch for that later this afternoon. Tom, anything else going on in your world you'd like to promote, talk about, or mention?
Yeah, I think there's only one slot left for the workshop in Austin at the end of the month. So, that's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll be going down to Austin, Texas, and me and Brian Brushwood, Matt Donnelly from Ice Cream Social. I think Justin Robert Young and Andrew Heaton are going to be there as well. We're going to do a workshop on how we do our independent creations. And if you're somebody who's curious how that works, you just want to hang out with a bunch of other creative people and brainstorm, or you're like, I've got an idea I want to get off the ground and I need something that'll push me to make a plan, this is the thing for you. So if you're interested in that, bestnewsever.com will take you right to the page on the Modern Rogue website where you can get all the information and sign up.
Very nice. Go do that. If you, one slot, you may have to fight over it, but get in there and you'll be the first, I guess.
Hooray!
Tom, have a fantastic day. We'll see you a little later. Bye
all
now.
right, thanks, man.
See ya. Bye.
See you later. See you later.
All right.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Don't forget the towel. All right, what are we doing now? Recommendals, I guess.
We're bringing in Nicole.
Yeah, why the heck not? Let's get this going here. Let's play this right here. Yeah, we can hear you. Hi, how are you?
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, we can see you. Yeah.
Does everybody else see me?
They don't currently, but they might if I can figure out how to get you front and center. The problem is,
why does Tom get to be seen?
Well, he's on. He's. It's not that he gets to. He demands it. He fights for it.
In his contract. Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way. This is not
Can
gonna
I
be
just
easy.
tell you though, the StreamYard has an option to make yourself look better, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that does. It did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Oh, see, that means there you go. That's flat. That should be flattering. That means that there's no way to make you look even better than you already do.
Ah, there you go.
There.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I found a way to do this. There she is.
I'm even wearing glasses.
Yeah, what's that about?
You fit right in.
You're a nerd like us.
I've just given up. I'll just wear the glasses.
I mean, I'm that way. I don't do the contacts anymore.
I don't consider give up just because I have the readers.
I don't know. I can't do readers. Like
these are like regular glasses, like not contact lens, alternate to contact lens kind of thing.
They're progressive, and I find that the bottom actually helps me see just a little bit better closer up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I definitely can see better far away. I'm just trying to figure out the glasses thing. I'm almost 50, and
they look
glasses.
Great. They look great.
Yeah. They're fun style too.
Oh yeah, look at those. Yeah.
Look, so I have like 5 pairs.
When we were all kids, there was still like the 4-eye stuff and everybody giving each other shit for glasses. But they don't do that anymore. We're all good, I think.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's about that. I just don't want something on my face.
Well, yeah. You know what? After a long period of no glasses wearing, Kim's doing this right now. She hates wearing them because she's had contacts for so long that when she's like tired of them or something and needs her glasses, she's like, oh, this thing on my face. It's not normally on my face.
It's making my nose sweaty.
Yeah. And who wants that? Nobody.
or my ears hurt.
Yeah, I get that. Well, Nicole, let's do this.
Well, what do you recommend?
Let's recommend something. We're going to recommend some Recommendals. Stuff we've seen on streaming services that we think you at home might like as well. And we have a grand tradition here where Brian starts. I was about to say Randy's not here, and I still mean that, but...
I know.
Yeah. I thought he was supposed to be here.
He was, but now he's not.
He's in Canada and didn't have anything to recommend.
Yeah.
He hasn't had time to watch anything. So
yeah, kind of have my problem. But we're going to start with Brian today, and you get a little side recommendation after your main one. But let's start with your main one.
Oh, I do. Yeah, let's start with the main one. This is a film that just dropped on HBO Max recently, and I like the cast and I liked the showrunner, so I gave it a shot.
Here is your clip.
Don't want to be president.
Let us cook. And we're sure we'd be better at running the world because, Randall, I do think you're boiling an egg with no water.
I have other concerns right now, Jeff. Marcus Aurelius never had to boil his own egg.
I don't know. Did he? You grew up with him, right?
Superman. What's...
Is there no water coming in?
No.
That's weird. There's no water. Why is the water's down? Shitty pressure in your low ping defective home.
No. It's not the pressure, Jeff. The pressure's excellent. I get bruises when I take a shower. 80 psi. Faucets like riot cannons. No, there's something. Did they disconnect my water?
Could be targeted. Absolutely could be targeted.
Yeah. China is trying to dehydrate us.
If I was China, would I be targeting the smartest men in America? Shita Hui? Yes, I would.
Look, put it this way. Have the French got the Canadians to tell the state to cut off my water. Is this because of the mayor of Paris?
Stuff's so great. I know it's the creator of Succession, but it feels like a scene in Succession.
It does. It absolutely does. The writing is just, it feels like it is just connective tissue from Succession.
It sounded like Steve Carell.
It absolutely was Stephen Carell.
Oh, it was. I got that right. Oh, look at that.
Well done.
It's called Mountainhead. Just dropped on HBO, and it answers the question, what if Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and give me another famously.
Well, you get your old one with I guess Bill Gates could be your old one.
Bill Gates. Oh, Bill Gates is a good one. Yeah, there you go. Imagine they all came from the same incubator and were friends, and all decided to spend a weekend in a secluded mountain resort owned by one of them, called Mountainhead. Called Mountainhead, named after Fountainhead, Ayn Rand's Fountainhead. And boy, like the dickishness of some of those people I mentioned, very well represented here. You've got Steve Carell, Jason Schwartzman, Corey Michael Smith. My gosh, I'm catching Spagnolo disease here, and Randy Youssef. Corey Michael Smith, from Gotham. If you watched the show Gotham, Corey Michael Smith was your Riddler. And I still see Riddler every time I look at this guy. I know he's been in other things since, but you can't look at this guy and see anything else for me. It is, it's hilarious, and it goes places you don't expect. I mean, it starts with what they were talking about right there is, could they form a coup? Do they own enough, they have enough money that they could basically overturn the U.S. government and become their own leaders? The answer is yes. And what do they do with that? Which one of them becomes president? Which one of them does this? What other countries do they take kind of with them as part of this? And just the fact that people who are rich enough to do that have the thought to do something like that scares the crap out of me.
Sounds like prick the show is what it kind of sounds like.
Prick the show.
Yeah.
That and basically, you're going to find yourself rooting for Rami Youssef, his character, because he really is the one of the four of them with the most character, the most kind of integrity and but do you get it all the way? Maybe not. Maybe there's he's just maybe got the least amount of dickishness of the four of them, but he still has some. As we mentioned, it's put together by Jesse Armstrong, who did Succession, and definitely feels like as much as Succession did the Murdoch family, this one kind of does, the parody of the
okay.
Of the current.
So when you said Jason Schwartzman,
I said it exactly like that. Yes.
I was thinking Jason Biggs.
Oh. Yeah, definitely not Jason Biggs. No pie.
Definitely not Jason Biggs.
Yeah.
Which is why what I said in our chat room probably made no sense at all.
Gotcha. So Jason Biggs did that? Like Jason Biggs said? Oh, wow. Okay.
And I don't know if it's like real or from a movie, but he basically says, as soon as I found out my wife got pregnant, I looked for as many drugs to take as possible. And I was like, is that from a movie or did he really say that?
Well, at least he didn't just stick his wiener in a pie. That would have been worse.
Oh, yeah. He probably should have done that too.
I will say it's funny. What's kind of funny is Jason Schwartzman actually in this movie kind of looks like he could be Steve Carell's son. There's a very similar look that the two of them have with their facial hair, and their looks and stuff are very.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Very similar.
I've never noticed
Very
this.
similar look to them. I know. I've never noticed it either. But you see the two of them together in a movie, it's like, oh wow.
I feel like Carell may have grown into the looking. He's the one that grew into the look, and it's just like Schwartzman's a slightly younger version of it. That's wild. Here,
yeah.
Well, then you got who's the guy from Parks and Rec who plays the millionaire in Loot.
Not Rob Lowe.
No. The other, he was in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, he was the friend, John Ralphio, that guy, right?
No,
yeah.
not John Ralphio.
Oh, well, all right. You should tell me who then.
I'm trying to, I don't know the name. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, are you talking about
the Leslie's boyfriend who was a nerd? Oh God.
Yes. Adam Scott. Adam Scott is your talking about.
Adam Scott. Adam Scott.
All right.
So he plays the millionaire in that show Loot. He would be perfect in this one as well. He plays a good.
Have you seen Severance?
Here's the problem.
Probably haven't seen Severance. Severance is.
Oh yeah, you need to see Severance.
Unbelievable.
No, I haven't seen Severance yet.
Yeah.
Wait.
Adam Scott would be a little more likable than the four people you get.
You have seen Severance.
I recommended it. I recommended it.
You did?
I've been holding off on season 2 because I want to be able to not stop it in the middle of watching it, which is what happens all the time now.
Yeah. No.
Well, all the episodes are out of season 2, so you can watch the whole thing straight through.
Yeah, you can get on it now. So, Brian, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How perfect is Jason Schwartzman for a role like this? Because this is the role he is meant to play in everything he ever does. This is that guy.
I mean, it really could be the continuation of his character in Rushmore, that kind of snobby.
Oh, yeah.
Knows he's smarter, or at least thinks he's smarter than everybody else in the room, kind of thing.
Yeah.
and I'll say, man, there are other people in the film, wait staff and people who work at this house, this incredible house, which is almost the fifth character, this giant secluded mountain home called Mountainhead. It is, every scene when they go into a new room, you're looking at this going, oh my God, I want to live in this house. It's absolutely amazing.
It's really fancy.
But,
reminds me of the one in Companion. They kind of had a house like that.
Oh, very much so. Yeah. Very similar.
Very similar vibe.
Anyway, if you like Succession and you like watching things where you are entertained despite not having a character that you feel like you can always 100% of the time root for, then you'll like Mountainhead. But if you feel like, no, I always need to have a character that I can kind of tie myself to as the audience proxy in a film, this might not be for you, but man, it's a fun ride, and it's the place that this thing goes. You think it's going to be kind of all of this just jabbering about how much money they have and, I just bought a Ducati and this sort of thing. It gets really dark, really quick.
Yeah. I noticed the critic reviews are really good. Audience reviews, both IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, are really low. Yeah.
I didn't see that it was already at 28. It was like at 50 something when I looked at it last week. But yeah, critics like it.
I think the audience is just reacting the way you're saying. You may not, some people may not like because there really is no one to root for. You kind of have. Like the best guy you have to root for, even in your words, is like the least.
Not 100%. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, Amy said, it's a hard truth.
Yeah.
Rami Youssef. So the guy that you do kind of want to root for in this thing, Rami Youssef, makes the joke, and Amy pointed out, she's like, just the fact that this house is named after the Ayn Rand book makes me want to barf. At one point, Rami Youssef says, who designed your house? Ayn Bland.
I like Rami Youssef a lot. He's great.
He's great. Like if they ever make the Same-Sex Marry movie biopic, I would really strongly, even though he comes from a different part of the world, still would really recommend him as our James. Because he's kind of got that delivery.
Yet another dude who's in that studio thing you recommended last week. Everyone's in that. Seems like
so's Adam Scott, who we just talked about a second ago, is also in the studio.
I think the studio is like the new.
It's everywhere.
It's the new place for everybody to go.
It's the new player kind of thing.
Yeah.
But go definitely watch the studio if you haven't yet. And if the things that I described sounds pretty good, then watch Mountainhead, and I'd love to hear what people think of it.
Yep.
Where's it playing again?
On HBO Max.
Yeah. Ooh. Back to being called HBO Max again. I noticed. Yeah. They finally, I think
HBO Maximum.
Isn't the full transition over? Because that's the logo now on that movie.
It is, but it's funny. It still says Max on the poster for Mountainhead, but I think the icon hasn't changed yet on the latest update on Apple TV, but I'm sure it's any day now. It's gonna update and change.
It's what a wasted time. Somebody estimated they spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $48 million to originally start the process and go all through these various changes.
Back when it was HBO Go and then HBO Now and then HBO Max and then just Max and then
back to HBO. Like what a waste of money.
All right, everybody, go to Max because they
throw
were
your mouse pads away. We have new ones for you.
Sure.
Sorry.
They were trying to diversify. Like they wanted it to not just be HBO. They were kind of lumping in other things like Cartoon Network.
Sort of. They already owned all that. They just were trying to. So the Discovery part of it is a big part of it, and by marrying all that stuff, they thought, well, we don't want Max to be just HBO, even though that is the reason you should be doing any of this. That's your prestige channel, not Discovery.
Right.
Nobody cares about Shark Week the way they care about Game of Thrones or something. So I think it was just bad decisions. That Zaslav guy's an idiot. I think his days are numbered. He should probably go. And they are talking now about splitting all that up again. So now they want to have Warner Brothers off doing their thing. And what was the other division? I guess Discovery Plus something else go off and do whatever they focus on. Anyway, it's like a total reversal. They've come back to where they were in the first place, which was fine. It's all dumb.
I think they should go back to home box office
I think so.
As their
They should
It's
have
all the way
you-
back.
Yeah.
home box office.
Home box office positive.
They should have. They should have porny stuff at night again. They should get back to that. Let's get that going. All right, Brian. Oh, you were going to make a little side recommendation before we.
Oh
moved
yeah,
Nicole.
just the fact that I talked about this earlier this week. But if you have not watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in a while since it first came out, or maybe you've never seen it, like Scott.
Is that the one with Kurt Russell?
No, Guardians 2 was the one with Kurt Russell.
Oh,
Guardians
okay,
3 is the one with oh
Thor.
my God, what is his?
Thor,
no,
right?
that's nope, that's Thor: Love and Thunder, which features Guardians of the Galaxy, but is not Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I can't keep track.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on in that world.
It's your High Evolutionary, played by Chukwudi Iwuji.
Oh, I would
I
never
don't
get
remember
that.
his name.
I'd never get
I
that.
know.
What?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
But it is the wrap up. It is the conclusion of the trilogy Guardians of the Galaxy, and is a great way to kind of send off some of these characters, or maybe set them in a place where we're going to see them again very soon. But it is such a great story, and even after all these months and knowing what happens, I still teared up as much as I did watching it the first time. So,
Well, I have decided
Guardians of the
to take your advice and watch it before John Wick 4, so I'm doing it.
please do. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to watch that, then we're going to watch 4, and then we're going to I don't know what we're going to do after that. Who knows? Who knows what's next, you know?
Yep, exactly.
Nicole, let's swing it over to you. Let's talk about what you brought today. What are we watching
right.
here?
Well, before I do that, I just want to say I don't want the summer to go fast, but I really, really want to watch season 2 of Peacemaker that is releasing on August 21st.
Oh, can't wait for that. Yeah.
I can't wait.
August is a massive time. You got that coming out.
Yeah.
That's also HBO. You got FX and Hulu doing the new Alien Earth show. I'm very excited about that. Like, August is packed with some rad stuff, but I'm with you. I'm not like asking for time to hurry. I just want that shit to come out.
Yeah.
But hey, before that, I think you get Alien Earth. So you'll have that to watch. You get
Red on
I don't
Air
know what
Light.
that is.
That's a Red on Air Light, is what that is.
Oh, did you just say Alien Earth? I thought you were talking about.
Literally just said Alien Earth in August.
Oh, that's hilarious. I thought you were talking about Peacemaker.
No, we were.
I only heard Peacemaker. I didn't say Alien Earth.
Yeah, and then I said August is awesome because Alien Earth that same month, and then you were
hilarious.
Yeah, this is one of the best ones we've ever had, though. That was a good one.
That's really like the quickest Red on Air Light ever.
Yeah, that was solid.
That was, also Ironheart you get soon. So I mean, there's plenty of good stuff coming out on.
Wait, Ironheart. What is Ironheart? Ironheart is
the Riri Williams, the girl that's taking over for Tony Stark as the Iron person in the Marvel universe. It's the next Disney Plus Marvel series.
And that's a comic thing, right? That's a lady in the comics. Okay.
Yes, she's a character in the comics. We got her at the end, or not in the end. We got her as a character in Wakanda Forever, and this is her own spin-off show with the Hood and potentially Mephisto. There's some great potential in this series.
Mephisto, dude, I haven't heard that. And that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Yeah, he was mentioned in Agatha all along, but we're gonna hopefully get a chance to see Mephisto.
And then there's something. When's the Vision series? That's soon.
Vision Quest. Do they have a date yet? I'm sorry. Vision Quest.
Saw something the other day. It was some talk about it. I don't know if that was a
what should we call it? Screen Crush did a thing about how they're looking forward to it. As the most, it's the series they're most looking forward to from Disney Plus. 2026 is when that's supposed to come out.
Damn. All right. Well, wait.
No date set tighter than that.
All right.
I'm going to interrupt you because I will forget this, and I wanted to express to Scott that I finally started to watch Love, Death and Robots, or is it Death, Love and Robots?
Love, Death and Robots. Yeah.
Love, Death. Okay, so when I do my IVIG,
yeah. Oh, that's a great place for this. What a perfect thing for that. Yeah.
So I give myself like little, snippets of it. Most of the time I'm sleeping, but my nurse is really cool. He's a super nerd. he's a D&D like dungeon master and does campaigns, but he also plays rock and roll. He has a Star Wars tattoo. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be your personal recommender of things. So we started to watch Love, Death, and Robots, and I didn't realize there was so much sex in it.
Oh, there's tons of it. Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there with my nurse, and I'm like, I am so sorry. And he's
like, it almost could be Sex, Death, and Robots.
Yeah.
Like,
and I was like, oh God, oh my God,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like the first one was so cute, and then I was like, the second one was like, oh.
Yeah, the word love is doing a lot of heavy lifting, and that thing. There's a lot of that very bloody stuff, and a lot of cusses and the whatnots. This stuff is not for kids. Most of it's not,
and that's fine. I mean, it was just me and him. But I'm close to. I mean, I'm going on my 11th IVIG with him. No, not with him. He started on like my 4th one. So anyway, but we're close. But I'm like, I just wasn't expecting to get that close to him. It's a great show. I like that they're so short because we can take them in little snips.
Yeah.
But my recommendal is a documentary that we started to watch. I drifted off. I will say I fell asleep for a little bit, but he caught me up. I think it's 3 episodes. It's on Netflix. And it's about something that started in when did it start? I think it was 2014 is when it was announced.
11 years ago.
Yeah. So it's been something that I have heard about, but I didn't really, because I'm not really that interested in what this is about. But I kind of heard about it throughout the years.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I just gave you the trailer because it's like one of those documentaries.
Well, here's your 30 seconds recap of Nicole's description. Here you go.
I was at her friend's house. He told me a guy by the name of wouldn't want to be Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, I would. That sounds great. Do I get a whip and a hat and all that?
Yeah. So the guy that they're talking about, the treasure was named Fenn's Treasure, and the documentary is, what the hell's the documentary name? I don't remember.
Documentary is called Golden Greed, the hunt.
Golden Greed.
Yes.
And so as you're watching this documentary, you get the setup of who Forrest Fenn was. He is from Texas. I think he got diagnosed with cancer. He decided to create a treasure anywhere from $1 million to $6 million, and then literally just put it in the Rocky Mountains. And then he wrote a book. And it had a poem, and you had to decode the poem to find the treasure.
Sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So,
Brian's like ears are tingling here. This is great.
Totally, yeah.
So, and when you get to the end of this documentary, my nurse was like, damn you, Nicole, I want to go look for treasure now.
It's like that Oak Island thing where that guy created all those booby traps down this long like shaft that sometimes fills up with water, and you have to like go at right times of the year and stuff.
But this is not that.
Right. I know. Yeah. But
and people thought he like buried it. He didn't even bury it. He just put it in a place, and he describes where it is. And so you have this documentary that follows, I would say, about 10 different treasure hunters. And if you look at the comments of that trailer, you will see a theme of, I had so much fun looking for this. Like it became an adventure for people spending 10 plus years looking for this treasure, getting them out into the wilderness, probably getting Lyme disease. But hey,
Yeah. What else? What else are you gonna do?
Are treasure hunters a little bit more entertaining to watch than Sasquatch hunters?
I hope so, because they're the worst.
Yes,
Good,
definitely.
good. Okay,
definitely.
good.
I'm with Brian on that.
So-
That's my worry on that. Is like, oh, are these guys like Squatch hunters?
Oh my gosh! Please tell me they're not called Squatchers or some shit.
Yeah,
I
they're
hate
called
those guys.
Squatchers. They're called Squatchers
I
or
don't
Squatch
like
hunters.
those guys at all. I hate them.
Yeah,
I hate that so much. Oh my god!
So it turns out, I think the book was published in 2010. It was self-published, and people it was just kind of put in a little bookstore. They actually interview the woman that has the bookstore. She's like, "Yeah, I'll take your book."
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly people start realizing there's gold in the mountains.
And then there are hills.
And it's
yeah.
in their hills.
Yeah.
So you have all these different possible places it could be because it's the Rocky Mountains, right? New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. And so you get the perspective of all these different treasure hunters of why they think it was in this area or why they thought it was in this area. And some of the drama that happens because Finn has a grandson, and of course the internet is the internet, and they're like, I'm sure he told the grandson where it was and blah, blah, blah. And they're harassing the family, and 5 people died throughout the years. Of course, not all at once.
Jeez, I hope they'd spread that out a little bit. That'd be good.
Yeah. So, but you have, so like this guy, Randy, went missing in 2016. He was found dead in July. He was looking for Finn's treasure. So like another guy found in Yellowstone. Speaking of Yellowstone, and just national parks in general, do you know that like the Rocky Mountain National Park has a division of, have we talked about this where they have a whole crime division?
I had no idea. No, I don't think we brought it up, but it makes sense though. Cause you've got to keep crime down.
Yeah, national park jail.
Yeah.
Because people kill people in Rocky Mountain National Park all the time.
Oh,
really? Like they go because it's far out of the way, and
this is like Lake Mead back in the Vegas 60s. They would drive the bodies out to Lake Mead and they would sink to the bottom out there. And then now that the water's so low, they're finding all these old bones and people buried in barrels and stuff like that. It's like that a little bit, right? It's like a great place for you to dump bodies and stuff. Yeah.
And so if you kill somebody in a national park, there is a detective crime division that is there to investigate it. And here's the cool thing: there's a whole series of these cases on Hulu.
Well, we should watch those. They sound
Yeah.
What are those called? Do you have a name for those?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Look,
it was this pregnant pause of like she's about to tell us the name.
Right, I know. I was waiting exactly. Yes.
It's gonna be good.
I'm just gonna say I forgot because I just don't remember shit now. I mean, I was really bad before, but I'm really bad now. Rocky Mountain death documentary.
I'll bet we could find it. Everyone get your Google pants on.
It's called Wild Crimes.
Wild Crimes.
Wild
Crime. Wild Crime.
Wild Crime. Yeah. If it's not, you put an S on there, you'll get the wrong thing. Just kidding.
Murder
softcore porn or something.
So Wild Crime, Murder in Rocky Mountains, and you will learn all about what happens if you kill someone in a national park.
Well,
oh my gosh!
Don't do it.
Look at that. Jeez.
Yeah.
I think it seems like a bad idea to be doing that. I wouldn't do that.
Well, it's a bad idea in general.
Yeah.
But
there's 4 seasons of this too. That's interesting. So is each season or is each episode a different story, or is it continuing over a full
Don't ask
season.
me. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I just know.
She knows it was great. That's all. That's all we know.
All I know is that's the one we watched because when we went to Rocky Mountains last year, the tour guide told us about the murder and how the guy almost got away with it. But because it was his cell phone pings.
Looks like, so I'm looking at it right now. So it looks like each season is a different story. The first season is about the dude who called 911 to say his wife fell off a cliff.
And that's in the Rocky Mountain National Park.
Yeah.
Jeez Louises. 4
episodes per season. So it's a quick, I mean, not a quick watch. Like, I think they're probably all an hour long each, but it's like a nice little self-contained mini series each one.
Yeah,
that sounds
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah,
it kind of it reminded me of like this treasure hunting stuff because you got a little bit of like, mystery and do they find the treasure? Do they not find the treasure?
Well,
what happened to the treasure?
So I'm clear. This treasure one, the gold and greed thing. Yeah. Which, by the way, is gold and greed, everybody, not golden greed.
Not golden, not like golden greed.
Yeah. I tried to search for it that way, and I was very wrong by searching that way. But anyway, so it's a documentary series, not a game, like a reality show.
No, it's not a game.
Thing.
It is a 100% documentary about the people that searched for Fenn's treasure. And he's since passed on, but his grandson does come in and give interviews, and they talk about just the craziness and the frenzy of people looking for this. And I will tell you, it was found, but
you don't want to say anymore because it's a spoiler.
It's a spoiler. Well, I want you to get to the end. I want you to get to the end to find out who found it.
Yeah, it sounds like a spoiler.
And what happened to it, and then what happens next.
Oh, that all sounds like spoilers to me. Yeah.
It does, but you know what though? I think I'd rather find out that yes, there is a resolution that somebody finds it. I don't want to know who or anything like that. Yeah. But it is like I don't want to watch this docuseries and the treasure still hasn't been found to this day.
No, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want that.
I want closure. I want closure.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I don't want.
There's a ton of controversy around it, and this documentary kind of dives into a lot of it. And it's kind of like when you get, I won't say much. I'm not going to say much.
Okay.
But it's a kind of like, like the people that had been looking for a very long time, they were just so pissed when it got found.
Yeah.
And like how you devote your life. But if you look through it through the right lens, what he was trying to do was create a little bit of magic in what we see in Indiana Jones. It's why we like Indiana, right?
Yeah,
it's
totally.
that it's you get out, explore, have a goal. I mean, there's like the book itself is full of clues, and so you have people just trying, very smart people, and then you're like, oh yeah, that guy looks like he would find it. Nope, he did. Well, and then you heard the rednecks in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No offense to any rednecks, but yeah.
I mean, they called themselves rednecks.
No, yeah, no, you can call them rednecks because they call themselves that. But yeah, are the rednecks? Are they like family, and they're just like, or just friends?
Yeah, it's a son and it's 2 sons and a dad.
Okay.
And I liked their story because it brought them closer. Like, I don't know, it's kind of a sweet part of the story.
I mean, in the end, aren't we all rednecks at the end?
Really? Yeah.
Not really.
Someone here just wrote, I love this.
I think it's something someone somewhere always considers us to be rednecks is what, there's always somebody above us who looks down at us like, those are
there's always somebody ahead of you. But
Exactly.
Graham
Sorry,
Ellis,
go ahead,
Captain Kipper in the chat says, do the wild crime, do the wild time. I just wanted to point that out.
There you go.
It's an amazing thing to say.
So there you go. You got two recommendals from me. one from Netflix, one from Hulu.
Nice. Cool. Go check them out, guys. All the stuff will be on quicktms.li per usual. So you can reference that and use it to your advantage. I don't know what that means.
That's right.
Nicole, is there anything going on you'd like to mention with the?
Don't you don't have anything?
No, nothing this week. I had no time. No time.
What are you doing?
I saw movies in a theater. What am I doing?
What are you doing with your life?
I just had a lot going on. We had 3 days with we had 3 days with Little staying over, and then a bunch of trips to my mom. Just life stuff.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, just a nip time.
I get it.
Sometimes I have weeks like that. Anyway,
what was the movie you saw in the theater, though?
We went and saw. We talked about it here. We
Ballerina.
went and saw Ballerina, and I loved it. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah, you should go see that. Do you like the John Wicks, or are they too intense?
I have not watched any of the John Wicks. It's on my guilty like I want to see them.
Yeah.
I just haven't found that. Like I have a list of shame movies that
we've all got
John
one
Wick
of those
is
somewhere.
one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the John
I got a
Wick
lot of
series
them.
is awesome. If you're ever in the right mood, it's a perfect thing to rip through. Although I think Brian and I talked about this a little bit. I don't know if you want to binge John Wick.
Right, it's heavy. No, I guess not heavy, but it's if you binge it, you might feel like it's just getting a little repetitive because even though the fight scenes are very innovative and they do some really cool things with different ways of having gunfights and fist fights and melee and this and that.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of space in between to kind of say, all right.
Yeah, and they're back to back to back to back. It's just too much.
They are. Yes, exactly. So having back to 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 back fights.
Yeah, that's too much.
maybe I'll schedule them out like once every quarter.
Oh,
you can probably do. I mean,
you can do once a month even.
That's spaced. I would say once a month. Yeah.
A monthly.
By the
That's a good
way,
one. I like that. Yeah.
Rainbow Bright has a really good point. We grew up on Goonies.
Yeah, you did.
Like
that
kind of
Truffle Shuffle.
Yeah, the Truffle Shuffle. Are they coming out with Goonies
There's
too?
There's talk that they are working on a Goonies too. Yes.
The actors, a lot of them are like, yeah, if you want to do it, we'll do it. And I think they've been writing treatments and
everyone's around except for lady. What's her name? I can't think of her name. The old lady.
It doesn't yeah. Why would she be in it anyway? She's in jail.
Well, yeah, but
unless she gets out and wants to take revenge on the Goonies and does it by way of their kids.
That plot is pretty good. Yeah.
So can I just express how much I hate AI in the video arena?
Sure.
Because I really, really hate when I see something and I go, oh, it might be a new movie coming out or a trailer. I can't trust any trailer now.
Did you get fooled by that Forrest Gump 2 trailer that's been making the rounds?
No, I got tricked by the stupid Popeye with Will Smith. I should have really known.
The best way to avoid those. They're right. YouTube is rife with this crap. It's everywhere. So what you got to do is you only look at the channels that say the logos of studios.
Or Warner Brothers, Universal, Marvel, whatever. Yeah, because if it looks like, KM Studios has this new, it looks like there's going to be a sequel to such and such, then you pretty much can just avoid it.
I just hate them all.
I know.
Which is why I don't trust the Goonies 2 thing either. Like I'm like,
that one's real.
Yeah.
We got
there's no trailer. Don't if you see a trailer, it ain't real. But but the talk is, and with the interviews with the actors, they're talking about
talk is cheap.
It really is. It's not very expensive.
All right.
Nicole,
Speaking of talking, check in with Mark and myself tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern on the Spag
Fridays,
Show.
Right? You do Fridays, not
Friday.
Thursdays.
Right.
Friday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Wait a minute. Today's Wednesday. Shit.
Yeah, I have this problem too. I thought yesterday was Wednesday, and I said that to my wife, and she says, "No, it isn't."
It was Thursday. So Fridays when you don't do TMS, you come over to the Spag Show. I feel like the Spag Show could be a part of the Frog Fans Network now.
Yeah.
Since we talk about everything,
people like it. I've heard good things. I've yet to catch it because we usually do TMS Friday
I watched
that
the
day.
first one.
Don't we usually
Do you do a TMS Friday?
Yeah, but it's a patron only thing, but we do it at 9 a.m. Mountain. So when do you guys go?
So we go 10 a.m. Eastern.
Central.
So that's
Eastern.
Yeah, so that would be 8.
Oh, okay. That's something I could watch then. I could.
Yeah, you can watch right before.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't have to get up that early to watch.
It's also, it's also saved, so you can watch the video on demand. Yeah.
You record it.
Yeah.
You guys record it? We should try that, Brian.
Amazing.
We should do
No
that.
kidding. Whoa, that means more people could watch it.
Yeah, I like this. All right, Nicole, go find some gold. Go find the hidden gold in the mountains. We'll see you next time. All right, well done. Now let us do what we do.
Remind me someday. Speaking of that, hunting for treasure. I didn't want to get into a longer story just because we're so close to the top of the hour. But remind me at some point when we've got some time to tell the story about the stone, like a this puzzle game. You bought a little pendant at the store, and it had a code on it. You entered that code on a website, and you had access to all these other games.
Yeah.
And the treasure that was rightly mine, that was stolen away from me, real, actual, physical treasure.
Oh my gosh,
was stolen away from me. Yes.
Stolen, like somebody stole it. Like.
Well, we'll get into the definition of stolen, I guess.
All right, you guys come in here tomorrow, Thursday. We're going to have this top of the show.
Me.
All right?
Yes.
We're putting it in the notes. I want to hear about this.
Cool.
All right, suckers. It's time for us to... I want to do a shout out that we normally don't... We kind of have a rule around the Discord in particular, but sometimes on the shows, a lot of people come at us and go, hey, can you do this GoFundMe for this thing? My dad's trying to buy new tires for his car or something like that. And those GoFundMes are fine to exist, but we're not really like in the business of promoting that sort of thing because it's just not, I don't know, that meaningful.
Yeah.
However, very close member of our community, King Quimbazi's brother, Rafus, I think is how you say is, maybe Rafus.
Yeah.
Having a serious bunch of medical stuff. And because we live in a country with terrible health care, I want people to know about this and see if you can help just a little bit. Him deal with stuff. I think Jorge is King Quimbazi's real name. So Jorge sent this out to me. Just said, "Hey, my brother's going through some serious crap. He's got type 1 diabetes since childhood. Over the years, disease has taken a heavy toll. He is in dialysis and has lost most of his vision. But despite all of that, he has always faced life with quiet strength and resilience. On Mother's Day, he suffered a medical crisis, changed everything. Severe hyperglycemic seizures, which is not super uncommon for those with type 1 diabetes. Anyway, it's just kind of a mess, and it's expensive, and he's needs your help. So I wanted to help out here. Here's what you want to go do. Go to GoFundMe.com and just search for, excuse me, Rafas. That's his name. It's the first one that comes up. Otherwise, it's a big long URL.
That makes it easy to find. Yeah, good.
Much easier. So go help him out. And sorry, we wish that whole family all our best, and we hope things work out well for your brother Jorge.
For sure.
That's it for that. Brian, let's get out of here. Oh, quick note, frogpants.com/TMS is a place you can get all the things you need. Links to everything are there. You got anything else we need to promote? I'm trying to think. Normal tomorrow.
Nothing else. Yeah.
Oh, where? Remind them where they do the.
Oh, the survey. Tiny.cc/tadpool survey. And I haven't taken a look in a while. Let me see. Tadpooly Feud. Spring 2025 survey responses. How many do I have so far?
Survey says. I'm going to guess. Can I guess? I want to guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Guess.
Give me a ceiling so I don't, like what's the highest it could be?
Don't go higher than 1,000.
All right.
I don't know. Don't go higher than 500. How about that?
All right.
The previous survey had for this last question that we did from it, there were 453 responses.
Okay, so I think at this stage, I'll bet you're at 180.
We're at 252, Scott. We've got, and here's the thing with this new one, because it does tie to an email address so that it can send you your results. We had a lot of people who said, can you do something so that I get a copy of what I submitted so that I can keep track? And one person's even turning it into a game. Like they get whatever their answer is, they get more points if it's in the higher numbers than if it's the number one answer.
Gotcha.
Which is really cool.
That's cool.
But I think that also means that some people who are like going in and saying, "Oh, I'm going to submit exactly the same answers 5 times and see if I can sway things." Whoever put Skull Island, I think probably for today's, I think was a constant repeat.
Sure.
So anyway, so I think this limits people to either one response or at least one response per email address.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Good. Do it, guys. Get in there. We want your stuff.
Yeah.
That's how we keep those
the
running.
more the merrier, really. Is
Yeah.
what it is.
There's the higher the number, the better.
It looks like Brian Wilson just died. Is that true, Zoe? That's a bummer.
Oh, really?
I got to see him in concert 2 years ago, and it was a concert that they shouldn't have brought him out for, really, because he was in really bad shape. But you could tell it was Mike Love's idea to make some money.
Yeah, 82 died today. Oh, man.
I guess my show tomorrow is going to be Sly and the Family Stone and Brian Wilson covers.
Probably daily music headlines tomorrow as well. If I had to guess.
For sure. Yeah, that'll be our top story. Oh, that'll be, and it's Eileen's day tomorrow, so she gets to.
Well, she gets to cover it.
Brian Wilson news.
She's like, "Dang it, I want to talk BTS. I have this to do now."
I got to talk BTS today with those 2 members getting out of service and rejoining the band.
There you go. Well, watch for that coming up. All right, we're going to get out of here, but to do that, we need a song. You got one there?
Yes, we do. I do. Simeon wrote in and said, "Greetings, socks and boots. May I humbly request a song to celebrate my 46th complete orbit around Old Soul, please. I've been revisiting old Supertramp vinyls of late. Majorly underappreciated band, in my opinion," he says, and I, Brian Ibbett, agree.
Yeah.
And would Brian have any covers of the Logical song? If not, any Supertramp cover would be fine and dandy. Thanks for more than a decade of amazing community and entertainment. Rub the globe, bro. Very good. So, Simeon, before I get to the song, years ago, maybe back in 2006 or 7, I created a thing on the show called Coverville Open Stage, and this is where musicians or basement musicians, bedroom musicians could record a song and contribute it to an album. And I think the first one of these was a tribute to Breakfast in America. And I had people record their own covers of all the songs from Breakfast in America, from Gone Hollywood to the title track to Take the Long Way Home, all the hits, and ended up with, so many covers, 20 different covers. So a lot of covers of the Logical song, a lot of covers of Breakfast in America, etc. If you go to coverville.com and then go to the Coverville Records menu on the left side, you'll find Open Stage, and you'll find a place where you can download and listen to all those covers.
Nice.
And even a custom album cover designed by, I think Shelby Miller did that.
Oh,
I think.
I like Shelby. Wait, am I thinking of the right person? Shelby Miller. Oh, yeah.
Shelby Miller. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that stuff. That's great. And that's all just the thing you can go do. Just go get it.
It's free to download. You don't even have to pay for it. 97 megabyte download. You get the whole thing. You get all 20 tracks.
That's awesome.
And I want to say this might have been when I first started working with or talking to Chance and the Choir, maybe. No, I think it was for the next one. It was for the Spinal Tap one that I got, Paul and Storm and Chance and the Choir. So when you go to Coverville Records Open Stage, you'll actually see all the albums I've done as part of that.
Oh, nice.
Let's get to the Logical song. This one came out in 2015 as part of WFMU's Even More Super Hits of the 70s compilation. This is a radio station, WFMU, that is very much like on the edge and is very cool, and comes out with these great cover albums. This is, I think, from the third one of those. It's the Philistines Jr. and their cover of the Logical song.
Frog in Pants. If you're looking for something froggy smooth, find more at frogpants.com.
Now, that's a trump I presume you probably did not figure on.